Howdy folks, this is going to be a sword review, a katana from Jkoo or Sino sword. This is a custom and it was roughly about 325 bucks, which is a pretty good deal. There are some issues and there are some likes, so we'll go over a little bit of that. We'll start at the kashira, and I'm wanting to get the four elements, earth, fire, wind, and water, katanas themes. This one was supposed to be my wind theme, but from the description on the fittings, it looked like wind stuff, but I can see now that it's water, which is fine, I guess. But the fittings, they got 3 grades you can choose from. This is with the lowest grade you can choose from. And but you can see here the transition from the ito to the kashira is really good. Actually, there's no ridges or anything like that. A small ridge here, but has no bearing on my handling. It's silk ito, and usually there's a little groove on a lot of katanas that you get that this knot fits into and sets down in there, but Sino hasn't done that, which is okay. The samegawa is of medium grade, no emperor nodes or anything. On this side, how you'd want to hold the sword in your obi, I feel that they got the manuki upside down, which is a brass bird manuki. The makugi pins are on the same side, which I would have liked them opposite sides. And the fuchi, it's a little bit of a lip there, but it's smooth. It's pretty good there. I get for the ito. The ito is extremely tight. Even over the manuki, it's real tight. And the makugi pins you can get to, so they weren't under a wrap or anything. It's alternating wraps, which is good. Seppa was, there's several to choose, 2 or 3 to choose from, and I got the basic brass seppa. You can see the tsuba here. I don't know what it's called, but it reminded me of wind, blustery wind a little bit, or a flower. It's supposed to be a flower, I think, but just reminded me of wind, so that's what I tried to get. The transition between the fuchi and the koiguchi is really good, I think. They did well on that. I got brown buffalo horn. I just think that really sets off well with the black saya. The shiromi was loose. I had to glue that in, which that's pretty basic on a lot of production katanas. It's a high gloss black saya, which I kind of scratched up a bit. And I noticed the layer of polyurethane or whatever they put on there was really thin, and certain spots there's a bubble, and I picked at it, just see how far it would go, and it kind of peels away. It's got a samegawa, a nice thick synthetic, I think it's synthetic silk samegawa. Nice brown korigata. Oh, kojiri. And the korigata, nice brown buffalo horn. But where they set it in there, I don't know if you can see it in this light. Probably can't see it. Oh, there it is right there. There's grooves there where they like popped the other one out and glued this one in. It looks like to me, but I'm not sure. But transitions are good, so for your money, it's not bad. The samegawa, like I said, is of medium quality, kind of small nodules, no emperor node. See if I can get that to focus. There we go. So it's not too bad. And it's a Kobuse laminated, where they make a hardened steel and a softer iron core and fold it like a taco and like that. And it's got a soft core with a hardened enveloping folded steel. It is folded. Let's look at the blade now. I got a scratch rain pattern habaki choice. There's a few choices. Regular brass seppa. I don't know if you can see any of the folding patterns in there or not, but it's a Hyuza polished with supposedly finger stones. You can see some of the folding near the hamon. It's a togari hamon, and shinogi zukuri style, traditional style, and Kissaki. And the bushi is done fairly well. Kissaki could have been done a little bit better, in my opinion, but like I said, for the price, it's pretty good. The togari hamon is supposed to have these nice sharp points on the peaks and smooth valleys. My specs, I told them I wanted it 1.25 inches at the habaki, and I wanted it the same at the yakote, and which they did. They're both the same, so I wanted this to be a pretty good cutter. It's a 29 3/16 blade, and I asked for a 29-inch blade, but it's a little long, but that's okay. I asked for a geometric hamon, and you can barely feel it. I mean, barely. Could stand for it to be a little better, so you can barely see it. But the ska is 12 1/4 about, and when I asked for 11.5, so it's a little over. So I asked for a nice Rico style waisted look, hourglass shape. They did give me that. For the most part, it's pretty good. It's got a 7/8 inch Sori, the curvature of the blade. Let's see, the Kissaki is about 3 3/8, and it weighs, with the sai, it weighs 3 pounds and 5 ounces, and without the sai, it's 2 pounds and 9 ounces. So it's on the heavier side, but the point of balance is, let's see, about 5 5/8 from the tsuba, almost 6 3/4. So it's a little tip heavy, but it's a nice wide blade, fairly heavy. I wanted it to be a good mat cutter. So we'll see how it goes. So we're going to try to do some cutting right now. So here we go. And I forgot to say, it doesn't rattle, really. That's the samegawa making that noise. But it does bind, and that's why it doesn't rattle, because it does bind a bit. You got to get it in there since it's so wide. You got to see right there. You got to get it in there just right so it doesn't bind. And I can tell that this is a mass-produced saya that they just picked up off the pile and picked the biggest one to make this fit, which is okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just, at least it doesn't rattle. So let's get into some cutting, shall we? peg cut. Ooh. Got the double roll here. This is a 2 mats. Let's try one more cut without cutting the peg. Well, there's some bad cuts in there, but take good with the bad. God, family, friends, and country.